Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking Christian Pulisic, I'm going to be talking Thomas Tuchel, and I'm going to be talking Graham Potter.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, Christian Pulisic at 24, he's got a book called My Life So Far. It's a bit early for a 24-year-old. He's got a long time to live before writing a book. But anyway, he's written this book, and in this book, he's got an excerpt about Thomas Tuchel. And first of all, I don't think it's wise for him to be having a book, because we know, obviously, unless he knew something we didn't about the situation with Thomas Tuchel. And imagine Thomas Tuchel was still in charge and he read this book, the extract from the book what I'm about to read. It'll be a bit awkward, but I'm going to read it. I'm going to give my opinions on the story, and here's what it says. It says Pulisic on the goal in the first leg. This is the goal he scored against Real Madrid in the first leg, was a semi-final, I believe. He said, "But as I take off on the run, I hear Thomas Tuchel yelling from the sidelines, 'Christian, stay in the pocket, don't make the run.' But I just had the feeling I'd find a space and get on the end of the pass. So I continued the run." So obviously he ignored the manager's instructions. Okay, so two things. Now, first of all, good for him for ignoring the manager's instructions, because at the end of the day, had he not done that, well, we may not be looking at the cup with the big ears, the Champions League. But should he, really, you meant to be following the instructions, but as I said, in this case, it worked out for him. But what he's saying to me was, on what I've said all along, on spaces that I've been on videos that I've made about Thomas Tuchel, my only issue with him as a coach was that he was too risk averse. He did not take any chances, and it was all about what we're doing. We was more concerned about what we're doing off the ball than what we're doing in the attacking areas, and I think that in the end was his downfall, because you could see that the attacking players were scared to do things, and this has just confirmed it, what Christian Pulisic said. Had he not taken that chance, taken that risk, then, as I said, people would be asking for Thomas Tuchel's head anyway, because the reason that a lot of people wanted him to stay is because he brought that Champions League to us. And then maybe it was in spite of him, not because of him, that we won the Champions League. That's being a bit unfair, actually, because he set us up very good defensively. But as I said, if we didn't have the bravery to attack to take players on in the attacking areas, then we may not have won it. So never know. But I've seen it not only with Christian Pulisic, who I'm seeing this with. I saw it with Callum Hudson-Odoi, where he got berated. I remember that's when he took him off as a sub. He subbed a sub, and other players look to be playing in their shells, because he's always berating them. Get back in shape, get back in your positions. And we didn't see a lot of men being committed into the box when they were attacking. I think it was more about keeping the shape than committing guys to go forward and attack the areas in the box. And so I just feel that he could have been a bit more braver, and had he been a bit more braver, we'd have seen more attacking football, and we may have won more games. A lot of those draws that we had, remember, we didn't lose that many games last season. We had a lot of draws, and a lot of those draws could have been victories. We didn't kill teams off, or we're just holding on to a 1-goal lead, and our defence wasn't as solid as it was the season before, and that's why we came unstuck in a lot of these games. And I know Christian Pulisic, a lot of people are not liking him at the minute and saying that he's one of the reasons for the sacking. But then from a player's point of view, you've got to look at it from his point of view as well. In that, another thing that he did say, that he was promised to play in the semi-final or the quarter-final, I think, against Real Madrid this season, and then Thomas Tuchel went back on his word. So, okay, we're looking at those 2 misses that he had. He got to be more professional though. He comes on, he's got to prove to the manager, you know what, you done me dirty by not playing me, but I'm going to prove to you why you should have played me. So he could still have put one of those chances away. So I'm not making up any excuses for him of why he didn't perform well. But again, you've got to sort of feel for him in that, there were broken promises. So I think there were mistakes made on both sides of, Thomas Tuchel and Christian Pulisic. I'm not one who takes sides for anything on it for anybody, because there's some people who are going to be team Tuchel, there's going to be others who are going to be team Pulisic. But you know what, both of them have to blame, because when Pulisic has been in the side, has he really warranted a place in the team? Not really. Some people say, has he played in his preferred position over a number of games? I think he did play a few games in his position, still didn't really do it, but that's my take on it. Other people may have a different take, but I don't know. What are your thoughts about it? Tuchel or Pulisic, or a bit of both to blame? So let's contrast that now. Let's go on to Pierre Aubameyang, because he's talking about life under Tuchel, and he says he's a great character. It's going to be easy to adapt. His ideas are very clear. So what we've seen already, we've seen him allowing, I know it's only one game, but what we saw is the attackers were playing, they looked a bit more free when they were playing. There was more men committed in the box. Okay, some of the same problems still existed, and but it's going to take time for him to implement his style. But one thing I think he's going to do is set us up to be a bit more attacking, a bit more adventurous, and that's what I really want to see in football. I like to see my teams attack. I like to see my teams take risks. I like to see my team, obviously don't be gung-ho, because obviously we don't want to be shipping goals, leaking goals left, right and centre. But in the same, I just want to see us taking chances, beating the man, having that sort of given that license to take on men, to beat men, to run into spaces, to attack the box, things like that. And it's really meant to be for in transition. If you set yourself up correctly in transition and you have a good, solid defensive midfield set up there, then when they do break, then we should be able to sort of nullify their attack. And again, is it a case of us playing safe because we're protecting some of our players who are not as athletic? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jorginho, and players like that. Is it because of that? Then I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see Zakaria. Zakaria is an interesting one as well, because with Zakaria, he said that he came to play under Tuchel. So now Tuchel's gone. It's not, and he said he does say something else as well. He likes to play in a lot of space. The Premiership gives you more space than Serie A. I'm not sure what football he's been watching, but we're not afforded a lot of space in the Premier League. And just one other point as well, talking about moving back to Graham Potter, is that he wants to recall Callum Hudson-Odoi, and he's a big fan of, so he may recall him in January. So what do you think of that, guys, as well? Stick your comments in the section below. So it'll be interesting to see how the football differs, especially from an attacking point of view, now that we've got Graham Potter in. Is he going to change it a lot from the Thomas Tuchel time? So what do you think, guys? Were you looking forward to a more attacking style of football, or did you like the football that we played under Tuchel? Stick your comments in the section below. And don't forget, as always, guys, to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.